When we created the gyro tourbillon, the objective was to create a tourbillon that will compensate the effect of gravity not only in the vertical position but in all the positions of the watch. For the gyro tourbillon, we didn't take an existing tourbillon and just added a second axis. What we said is we want to create a three-dimensional tourbillon. We started with a white sheet of paper, so with a relief from scratch. And we set the objective, and thanks to the computers, we could design something three-dimensional. And also, for the first time, we started to use computer simulation to see how all the parts would work together. And that was a revolution for us, and now that's something that we use for all our developments, but at that time, that was the first time. The idea of having a tourbillon, a three-dimensional tourbillon, was already long in the mind of our watchmakers, but it was impossible for them to find a space in a classic watch. The opportunity of the larger watches that came from the years 2000 opened actually a new field of space for our watchmakers. So by having this trend of larger watches, it gave us the space to create the three-dimensional gyro tourbillon. Regarding the materials of the gyro tourbillon, we decided to use for the two cages aluminium to have a very high level of performance. And to use very little energy, you need to have a very light material. So we created probably the first tourbillon made not of stainless steel, but of a new material. That was the aluminium, and today we haven't found anything better than the aluminium. The difference between the Gyro 1 and Gyro 2 is in Gyro 2 we increased the frequency, so we went up from 3 Hz to 4 Hz. We also increased the speed of rotation of the internal carriage, and something quite different is the hairspring, because we used a three-dimensional hairspring. Our watchmakers noticed that in a Gyro Tourbillon 1 there was space available inside the carriage. So they came to the idea of using the cylindrical hairspring that is used in the marine chronometers. And regarding the latest Gyro Tourbillon, so the Gyro Tourbillon 3, it's a flying tourbillon, so there is no more bridge on top of the tourbillon. The whole tourbillon is held in place by a small ball bearing in the back of the tourbillon, and it integrates also a brand new hairspring, which is a spherical hairspring. So the only way to check the precision of the watch is to use the traditional way to set the time and to check after 24 hours and 48 hours how much is the deviation of the watch. But it's precise because it's not affected by the effect of gravity. As everything turns on two axes, the balance will take any position at any time. So the amplitude of the balance wheel remains totally constant. And if you have a constant amplitude in a watch, then you have also a constant precision.